Everywhere you look right now, people are talking about next generation recovery compounds. You go to the doctor and there's an ad on the wall. You talk to your friends in fitness or business, they are talking about age reversal, fat loss, and rapid injury recovery. This isn't just a health fad. It is a tectonic shift in healthcare and a market projected to explode from 140 billion to nearly 300 billion by 2033. And most investors think that they have missed the boat because they didn't buy Novo Nordisk or Eli Lilly before GLP-1s went absolutely vertical. But the real longevity race is just getting started, and a massive regulatory catalyst on July 23rd and July 24th, 2026 is about to unlock the floodgates. Today, I'm breaking down the two established stocks leading this sector. And at the end of this video, we will look at a technology profile of a microcap company under $20 million valuation that is trying to solve the industry's biggest delivery bottleneck. Let's strip away the medical jargon. What exactly are these compounds? Well, think of amino acids as the fundamental building blocks of life. If a full protein is a complex, full-length novel, these specific compounds are just short, precise sentences, usually containing between 2 and 50 amino acids linked together. The easiest way to understand them is this. They are biological signals. They attach to specific receptors in your body and command your cells to execute vital everyday functions like repairing damaged tissue, burning fat, reducing inflammation, or regulating blood sugar. Insulin is one of these signals. Ozempic is a synthetic version. But beyond weight loss, athletes and fitness enthusiasts have been using performance compounds for other purposes. The problem right now is that the market is severely fractured into highly regulated legal market and a massive booming underground gray market. Why are these performance compounds stuck in a gray market? Well, back in September 2023, the FDA removed several popular performance molecules from the compounding pharmacy list over safety and data concerns, forcing consumers to buy them online under legal loopholes labeled research use only. Demand went vertical anyway. But this month, on July 23rd and 24th, 2026, the FDA Pharmacy Compounding Advisory Committee is holding a high-stakes public meeting. They are voting on whether to add 7 massive demand biological signals back onto the approved 503A bulk drug substances list. If they vote yes, licensed compounding pharmacies and telehealth platforms get a completely legal, scalable path to prescribe and sell these compounds to millions of mainstream consumers. If the outcome is positive, this could have tremendous impacts on this industry. Right now, there are 2 prominent public companies positioned to capitalize on this decision. First up is HIMS and HERS, a $8.5 billion telehealth giant. They built a massive business on compounded GLP-1s, but that growth is starting to normalize. They desperately need a new high-margin growth engine, and they've anticipated this exact moment because back in February 2025, HIMS quietly bought a dedicated manufacturing facility in California for these exact molecules. If the FDA gives the green light, HIMS can immediately market high-margin longevity and recovery solutions straight to their 2.5 million existing subscribers. Second is Enhanced Group, a $1 billion company. They are the masterminds behind the highly publicized enhanced games. The games themselves are just an attention funnel. The real business is a direct-to-consumer telehealth platform built specifically for testosterone, GLP-1s, and cutting-edge longevity protocols. Enhanced is a pure high-risk, high-reward bet on these recovery compounds going completely mainstream. Now, HIMS and HERS and Enhanced are the safer, well-capitalized ways to play this space. But if you want true asymmetric upside, you have to look at where the infrastructure is being built from the ground up. I have been closely researching a company that is flying completely under the radar. Its market cap is tiny, $15 million. But why does this company matter? Because right now, the single biggest bottleneck to mainstream adoption of these molecules is that people hate needles. And most high-demand wellness compounds have to be injected. Well, this sub-$20 million company has developed a proprietary needle-free transdermal recovery patch. While others have tried this, human skin usually blocks large molecules. This company's breakthrough technology delivers the compound through the skin. They are already uniquely positioned to be a key player in this longevity race and are slated to be featured in the upcoming issue of Men's Health magazine. I am still researching this company, and when I'm ready, I will publish a video about it on this YouTube channel. So in summary, this performance compound industry is entering a critical regulatory window, and the upcoming July 23rd to 24 meeting could rapidly shift the commercial landscape. So for now, check out HIMS and HERS and Enhanced Group. Do your homework on the upcoming FDA Compounding Committee meeting, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video.